Hello, this is Dr. Carola Fortner. I am your instructor for this class, and in this term we will learn about childhood psychopathology, and it's a very, very important class because most common mental health disorders start in childhood, especially those with peak morbidity. Think about this. Emotional regulation really develops in early childhood, and then by the time a child reaches adolescence, they're faced with specifically high-risk situations. So when we look at childhood mental health, 15 million children can be diagnosed. That is 13 to 20%, or 1 out of 5 children. Imagine a class of 20 children, and you will find 4 children in there that are diagnosable with a mental health condition eventually. And especially those children who live in poverty or minority children have much less access to care, so there's even more of a problem that we need to address. So let's take a look at our class. What I've done is, let's take a look at week 1. Here's our overview. And there's a very good introduction here in terms of the childhood mental health disorders and a mention of DSM-5. This week we will have chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 for reading. That should give you a really good start. And the first chapter is just really an introduction to normal and abnormal behavior in children and adolescents. Then you will be introduced to the different theories to think about childhood mental health and causes for mental health disorders. You will discuss and read about research in the field and how that's conducted, and then you also will learn about how these disorders are assessed, diagnosed, and how they're treated. So you will have some weekly assignments here in the discussion board. You will discuss children's competence and their ability to adapt to the environment, and also you will discuss culture, ethnicity, and social economic status that impact how we define a child's competency. You're going to read about a case study about Michael. This is a mixed case from the case book, which is your second book, and you will read the case study and complete the questions on page 11 to 12, and then you post your answers to Canvas. Finally, you're going to take a quiz in the Canvas, chapters 1 through 4, which mostly comes from the book, so hopefully that'll be no problem at all by the time you have done all these readings. Now let's take a look back here at our class overview. One of the things that I've added here are resources for you for each week. And one thing that you will find here are the PowerPoints. I find it super helpful before I do the reading that I kind of quick click through the PowerPoints to give me sort of like a mental organization where I fit all the different information. So we have all of those. Then I found some articles that you might like. There's a brand new article from the APA that has a great summary of all the important research in the area of childhood mental health. And it's a policy statement from them, but it's not that long, but it really has a lot of important links in there to different research. Then there is a article here, a link to the data and statistics of children's mental health by the CDC. That is also really recent. Here by the CDC as well is a page with information on different symptoms for each childhood disorder, so that gives you different and quick summary. Excuse me. An interesting discussion of changes to the DSM-5 is here also. And finally we have a really interesting discussion, a brief video. I only include very short ones that you can watch that might give you a little introduction as well. So I will post this little video in our announcements, and I wish you good luck with your first week. I'm always available by email or through our little inbox with any questions that you might have. So please contact me with any questions that you might have or suggestions. All right, good luck with the first week.